Greetings and salutations, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I primarily collect sports cards and sports memorabilia, but if you've watched this channel for a while, you also know I'm a huge fan of professional wrestling, especially from the 80s, 90s, from when I was a kid. So when I'm doing my searches on the various auction sites for sports cards, sports memorabilia. I also do searches for wrestling, WWF, WWE, whatever. I do searches to see if there's anything interesting that pops up. And about 3.5 years ago, beginning of January 2023, I noticed an auction that had these three lots up that were coming up for auction. So they were autographs, and I clicked on one and I learned that these autographs were acquired by a pilot that worked for Delta. He flew out of Newark, New Jersey airport, and he would get these autographs from the wrestlers for his son Jason, and that these had then been consigned to this auction house. So there were three lots. I put bids in on all three. Unfortunately, I only won one of the lots. This was a weekday morning, afternoon auction, so I was working, so I couldn't be online to follow the auction live and make live bids. So I had to pre-bid ahead of time to, hopefully try to win them. So the first lot that jumped out at me was a lot of 6 autographs. And in that lot, there was the Iron Sheik, Hercules, Chief J Strongbow, Macho Man Randy Savage, Miss Elizabeth, and Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. The second lot was Captain Lou Albano, Don Morocco, Jimmy Superfly Snuka, Tony Atlas, Dick Slater, Rick Rude, Gary Capetta, Big Boss Man, Akeem, Bam Bam Bigelow, and Tito Santana. And the final lot, the lot that I did end up being the high bidder on, which I will show you those autographs here in a minute, that lot included Boris Zukov, Roddy Piper, Mr. Fuji, Jimmy Hart, The Missing Link, and the Junkyard Dog. So I just thought these were really cool autographs. The backstory that it was a pilot from that worked for Delta that would get these autographs for his son. So I just thought I'd show off some of them that were in the lot that I won. The Missing Link, and as you can see, it's signed on an airline paper. So I think that makes it kind of unique as well. The next one, which was signed on a Delta Airlines postcard, was Boris Zukov. As you can see, to Jason, best wishes, Boris Zukov, and then I guess that's some sort of Russian he wrote. So Boris Zukov on this Delta postcard. Next up, to Jason, this is Jimmy Hart. That one, again, I think is on just a folded up flight paper. Next up, we have to Jason, Mr. Fuji. Then we have the Junkyard Dog, signed Junkyard Dog to Jason underneath that. And the reason I actually, well, my favorite of the lot, the Junkyard Dog was one of them. And then this postcard to Jason, Kick Some, Hot Rod, Roddy Piper, 1989. So Roddy Piper was one of my favorites growing up, obviously, as a kid in the 80s. Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, Roddy Piper, all big stars, all favorites of mine as a kid. So I thought this was a very cool piece. So Roddy Piper signed on a Delta Airlines postcard. And then also in the lot was this flight booking sheet, I guess. As you can see, Boris Zukov, Ray Traylor, Jimmy Snuka, Mike Kercheval, George Gray, and Angela Easterwood. I don't know who that is. Um, so yeah, the other lot that I didn't win had George Gray, aka Akeem, One Man Gang, Ray Traylor, aka the Big Boss Man. Jimmy Snuka was also in that lot, but I have the Boris Zukov. So whoever divided up these lots at the auction just kind of mix and matched the signatures, and the each lot had like a flight paper like this. There was also in one of the lots it had an actual booking, like Mr. Fuji's actual booking from like the WWF had booked it, and the credit used American Express, etc., which I thought was pretty cool. But I just thought these were some interesting autographs, and this lot I won. I paid $80 for it. I think I put a max bid of $100 on this lot, and on the lot with the Boss Man, Akeem, Rick Rude, and that ended up selling for $140. And the six autograph lot that included Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth, that lot sold for $375. I'll put the pictures in you'll see them on your screen, the sale prices. I'll show some other, I'll show some of the other pictures. You'll see those in on the screen as we go. So yeah, I just wanted to share this, I thought, rather unique autograph collection, how they were obtained by a pilot. I thought that was really cool backstory, and the fact that they're signed on a Delta postcard, probably at the Newark airport. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye.